Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Hey everyone, season's greetings from all of us at Allied Laboratories, and a special thank you to our Grenville family. We are celebrating 1 year of serving you.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, providing quality care and expertise. Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, see our in-house doctors and our pharmacies. Get expert care and quality tests. When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, we're taking care of Grenada.
All right, and of course we want to say hello and welcome to one and all to another Mikey Live program. Of course it is Friday. Thank God it is Friday. I don't know. It's a week that went by really quickly, if you ask me. I don't know about you. For some people, it might have gone on a little bit too long. But anyway, we have a few things to talk to you about here on the business. Remember, this is news discussed, not told. We do not have a horse in the race, so we tell you as it is. Now, the headlines. Vendors complain about the removal of tents at the vending site at the Kiwani James Athletic Stadium car park. Also, curbing increased reports of missing minors. We've been having a lot of reports of missing minors and so on, and so the authorities, they are getting concerned about that as well. The Ministry of Health say they are closely monitoring COVID-19 surge in Asia. They are saying that they are taking the steps here, that is necessary to keep us safe. and women to receive free health clinic services. So we'll talk to you about all of that when we return. We got to let you know that the headlines is brought to you to the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, and Superb Distributors. We also got Infinite Contractors on board with us as well. Folks, we're taking a break, and when we come back, it could be real news in Ole Lily Lolo, so brace yourselves. If you have not yet done so, we want to encourage you to please share the program because that's how other people gets to know that we are live. So share the business. We are coming back, all right?
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Gifts of love with care, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with care.
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Gift of love we share. A really nice jingle, huh? Okay, so let's get straight into what's making the news for tonight. Now, law year commences under the theme, the ECSC, Navigating the Changing Tides. And the ceremonial opening remains one of the most anticipated and prestigious moments for those who are in the profession. And this year, the ceremony will be held on Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. Now, speaking more about this year's opening, which will commence with a church service in the nine respective islands, is Michelle John Theobalds, and that's the Chief Registrar of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court.
So we'd have the church service followed by the procession from the church where the service was held to the courthouse, at which point, just before the special sitting, there'll be the inspection of the guard by the senior resident judge. And then at 10 o'clock, there will be a special sitting to open the law year. But this year...
All right, thank you very much. Now, the special sitting, she says, was previously done every year by each island before the disruptions of the pandemic. And for the last 2 years, the opening ceremonies were pre-recorded. However, this year they say they'll be having a hybrid opening.
But this year, with life getting back to some degree of normalcy, if you want to say, the Chief Justice decided to have a hybrid opening. So you find that the Court of Appeal will be sitting live from the territory of Anguilla, which is the state in rotation where the opening of the law year should be held this year. And what you would have is that the Chief Justice would be delivering her feature address at 10 a.m. After the Chief Justice's address, which will be broadcast via Zoom to the other member states and territories, you would have each speaker from the individual member states and territories then give their feature address from their member states and territories. And this will be broadcast to all the others via Zoom.
Thank you very much. Now, she even went further to explain that this year's model comes as a result of the lessons that's been learned during the pandemic. Now, the Office of the Registrar hereby informs all persons who have been summoned to appear before the Supreme Court of Grenada in the exercise of the jury duties for Tuesday, 10th January 2023, that you are now required to attend on Wednesday, 11th January 2023, instead of on the day Tuesday, 10th January. Should you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate, they say, to communicate with them, all right? And you should know the address, registrar at scr.gov.gd, or you can call 440-2030 extension 62000. All right, that's for the acting registrar. And for the deputy registrar, you can call 440-2030 extension 62007. And you can also email deputy registrar at scr.gov.gd. Minors. So many minors are going missing recently. You know, sometimes you have a lot and then sometimes it goes quiet and it comes up again. Now, during the last quarter of 2022, over 3 young girls were reported missing by the Royal Grenada Police Force and later found. And according to the Corporate Communications Officer at the Child Protection Authority, that's Blossom Alexis Welch, speaking to us, she's saying that this is really a cause for concern.
The Child Protection Authority continues to be greatly concerned with the frequency in which we are seeing these missing person reports, specifically our children. It has been a great concern to us over the past years, and in recent weeks, we've seen numerous reports being made, sometimes weekly, that we've seen, especially our young girls, and it is of great concern to us. And we are involved in these cases. We are carrying out our investigations to determine exactly what is the root cause of some of these instances.
Now, she even highlighted what may be contributing to the latest increase.
We have seen instances of abuse in the homes. We have seen instances of bullying in schools. We have seen instances of the children just having their own way, as we say here in the Caribbean, and wanting to spend time with friends or other family members. So there have been various reasons why some of these children are leaving their homes unknown to their parent or guardian. I always encourage parents and guardians.
Like when you go and the parents don't know where you're going, and then the picture had to be posted up, and she also reminded parents and guardians of what their roles and responsibilities should be as it pertains to their children.
I always encourage parents and guardians to have conversations with your children. Communication is key. No matter how young you think you may think they may be too young to discuss matters that are bothering them. But continued conversations and opening that line of communication with your children can bring forth a lot of issues that they may be dealing with that you are unaware of. Just little conversations. How was your day? What did you deal with in school today? Did anything make you upset? Anything make you happy in school today? How are your friends? How many friends do you have? Do you still have this person as a friend? Just opening that line of communication. It doesn't have to be what we call a serious conversation where you sit down on the table, but just keeping that rapport and keeping it open with your children. Communication helps a great deal. And when our children speak with us, we get to know a lot of the things that are bothering them, some of the things that they have issues with that they can't deal with on their own.
Yes, so it's important to have conversations with them. You know, I mean, the thing is, it sometimes is counterproductive. Sometimes it works against the children when you have to post things out there and say that they're missing because they're already going through a tough time, and then they will have to now see their pictures posted all over the place. But still, that's sometimes the only means of really getting help from the general public in locating these children. All right. So it's really like a double-edged sword, you know what I mean? But we're hoping that in 2023, we'll see less instances of young girls or young boys going missing. Yeah? Let's just hope and pray, and as parents, let's try our best to keep a good line of communication with our children so that at least if there's anything that's bothering them, that we'll know first before they take any sort of drastic measures. Okay. This morning was no ordinary morning for some vendors at the Kiwani James Athletic Stadium car park, the vending area there. Now, we woke up to news that there were tents that were missing, tents that were supposed to be there so that the vendors can set up there. Well, it was removed, and up to the time we got there, they were not sure, the vendors were not sure why and who took them away. There were speculations, but you know. So one of the vendors, very a well-known vendor, Kimber Thomas, also known as Kimo, he says that no one informed them that the tents would have been removed, you know, so that at least they could have been able to make some sort of alternative arrangements, you know. They're saying that these tents were there for a long time, and so they were rather disappointed that when they went there this morning, they were not there.
Yeah, we in the sun. I mean, some of the goods you cannot leave it in the sun, like the lettuce, beans, callaloo and thing. Ripe bananas, they cannot take the heat and stuff like that. So, I mean, we call them back for the tents to come back. This is what we want.
So if it doesn't, then
if the tents don't come back, then we'll be having some last stage with lettuces and banana and stuff, because it's, you know, the heat, but it does to it. Since last week, we came here and they removed some of the tents and they had them in the middle. But this morning I came about 4:30 and they went with some more. So we out here in the rain and in the sun. Might be about 4 to 5 tents missing at the moment. I don't know for what reason they take them tents. Well, what I heard is that they're using the tents for the inspection at the back there. Now, come on. They should have people renting the tents from Wakiti or Blue Bubbles to do the inspection and not removing the tents from us here. Because right now, look at us. We're in the sun and in the rain.
All right. Now, I posted it on my page this morning, and then one of the reps who we have a very good relationship called me and said, let's see if there's something that can be done to help these people out. All right, well, I make news. So this morning I was contacted by one of the vendors, and they said that the situation is that they came and there were no tents and they needed help, you know. So well, I posted on my page, and I have a really good relationship with Digicel, so one of my colleagues there called and said, what can we do to assist them? And well, there's the Digicel umbrella, as you see, and they said, okay, there's a need, let's go ahead and do that. So I rushed down to Point Celine, and here I am to deliver the umbrellas to the people. We are not sure as to what has happened leading to this situation here, but we decided that at least if there's a problem that we can address in the interim, let's go ahead and do that. And of course, one of the other vendors was upset. More questions than answers, and is really what we found today. You know, what we try to find out what was going on. In fact, one of the vendors was saying, well, they too don't know, but they thought that a better course of action should have been taken in the event that the persons who were responsible for having the tents there wanted to remove those tents. He says that if they were left out in the elements like the sun and the rain, they could have seen a lot of spoilage.
I'll be able to cut the pumpkin, because the thing about it now, I have a little shade over the pumpkin, because water wet in it, sun shining in it, that will cause it to spoil, even the callaloo. You understand? So, but I have to say this thing now. I don't know, well, I don't see it in Grenada here, somebody might just jump up and say something and then they go just go to what they say. They don't have no dialogue. You understand? Because if something like that would have supposed to happen, they're supposed to have dialogue with us. You understand? Because this tent and them was brought here during COVID for the vendors and the farmers. And if you look at it here, those tent that was being removed is over the farmers.
All right, thank you very much, sir. All right, so according to one of the top officials of the Ministry of Works, no instructions were issued from the ministry to have the tents removed. And so, I don't know. As well, the police were unable to give any sort of comment regarding the removal of the tents. Let's hope that by tomorrow morning, because tomorrow is going to be the big market day, let's hope by tomorrow morning those tents will be returned, or at least there's some sort of arrangement for the vendors. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs continues to closely monitor the unfolding situation, they say, in China as it relates to the recent surge in COVID-19 cases. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles told the Government Information Service, the GIS, that Grenada is making local preparations while keeping abreast of assessments that are being carried out at the international level. Now, on Thursday, January 5th, Dr. Charles participated in a high-level virtual meeting with officials from the World Health Organization to discuss the recent surge and other COVID-19 related matters. The chief medical officer expressed deep concerns, however, about the fake reports that's been going around on social media purporting that a new strain of the COVID-19 variant, Omicron XBB, which is 5 times more contagious than the Delta variant, is present in Grenada. Now, Dr. Charles strongly warned against sharing false information that can harm the perception of Grenada's current status and create unnecessary fear amongst the population. He says that this is highly irresponsible behavior, and the public is asked to report and condemn all attempts to spread fake news, which can lead to unnecessary panic at this time, according to Dr. Sean Charles. Now, the Ministry of Health recommends and reminds the public to only trust news from credible sources, such as the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs via the Government Information Service, the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA, and the Pan-American Health Organization, PAHO. The ministry further reminds citizens that some of the best and scientifically proven ways to prevent the spread of the viral illnesses such as COVID-19 are by practicing good hygiene, including wearing a face mask, frequent hand washing and sanitization, and avoiding crowded, close contact settings where possible. To prevent severe disease, individuals at risk, you are advised to get vaccinated and boosted. All right? Good. Okay. How are we looking for time? Okay, we could give another story. Yeah, because it's Friday. No, usually on Friday we don't want to stay too long. So yeah, so there's a serious issue that's going around right now with regard to COVID-19. On the international market, we see that the cases are increasing. And, you know, yikes. They say when your neighbor house is on fire, you wet yours. So we can start making little preparations as ourselves, as the doctor has recommended that, you know, do the regular things that we used to do during the COVID and thing, wash your hand, keep like a distance and things like that, you know what I mean? You could start back wearing like a mask and thing while, you know, until things cool down again. That's your choice if you want to do that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. I probably could be able to give you one more. Yeah. So January is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month, and the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association, in partnership with the High Commission of Canada in Barbados and the OECS, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, and GrenChap, they'll be hosting free sexual and reproductive health clinics throughout the island. Now, in this regard, a 2-day workshop was held for health officials, including nurses and midwives, at the new wing of the General Hospital, which ended on Friday. Executive Director of the GPPA is Shaki Cornwall.
We're focusing a bit this afternoon on, how they might be able to offer compassionate care for victims and survivors of intimate partner violence and sexual violence and child abuse cases that might present at their clinics. Primarily, they work with maternal health, and so many of the patients on those days will be pregnant women or persons who would have given birth, and by virtue of being trained in those methods, they will be able to help support the women who need interventions or to be screened for cervical cancer and other disorders that might affect women.
Now, she also highlighted some of the services that will be offered during the clinics, which will begin in Guelph, St. John on Tuesday.
We'll be able to offer STI testing and screening for free, and these tests generally sometimes run $150, $200 and something if someone is concerned about contracting STI and they need to do a full battery of screening. We're talking about pap smears, IUD insertions, persons being screened, and on Saturdays, we're having an OBGYN who will be able to, do a referral clinic and see persons who are referred from the two primary clinics in the week, Tuesday and Thursday, so that they can get more advanced care if is recommended.
Okay, and the registered midwife, nurse, and workshop participant is Lynthia Buckmeyer.
As we know, this month is cervical Cancer Awareness Month, so we did the cryotherapy training and we did iodine sessions. The cryotherapy there is a form of treatment to help prevent or to alleviate or destroy precancerous cells. So when we get that training and we get the opportunity to perform those procedures, then the cases of cervical cancers would be vastly decreased.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right. I think that we can just hold our breaks here for a bit, take a little break, come back. When we come back, we give you a bit of the national report and the weather. As it is Friday again, we say we don't keep you too long in the business. We just give you, ting, 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 and then we come back and then we wrap up and we do we thing. All right, so folks, we're taking a little break. If you have not yet done so, we'd like to invite you to share the business. Don't forget this program is simultaneously broadcast via our YouTube channel, so you can also view the program there. We're taking a break. We'll be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
we got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love, getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Anywhere, at any time, and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd. New me in 2023. Coming to Courts Optical today and enjoy up to 35% off your frames and lenses with flexible payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Schedule your appointment online today on www.courtsoptical.com. At Courts Optical, our comprehensive eye exam is always free. All major insurance providers are accepted. See in store for details. New me 2023 with glasses from Courts Optical. Value you can see.
Refurbished Westerhall Medical Station expected to provide improved services. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report.
Have you noticed an increase or decrease in your electricity bill? You know that changes in the fuel and non-fuel rates affect your bill. You should also be aware that changes in household activities affect your bill. Ask yourself these questions. Have the rates changed? Have there been more people at your home? Have your children been on holiday? Have you used your fan or air conditioning unit more often to beat the heat? Are any of your electrical appliances or equipment faulty? Have you added any new appliances such as transformers, water heaters, or pumps? Make it a habit to understand any changes on your electricity bill. For more factors that affect your bill, visit www.grenlec.com. Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Welcome back. With the details to the news for Friday, January 6, 2023, I am Sherry-Ann Noel. Health officials are optimistic that the completion of rehabilitation work on the Westerhall Medical Station will improve access to quality health care at the facility, in keeping with government's mandate to deliver better health services. Work on the facility commenced in November 2022 by contractor Kelly Klein Construction Company, costing just over $374,000. Ms. Naomi Jeremiah, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health with responsibility for community health services, shared an update on the scope of work following a visit to the project site this week.
The renovations stem from replace broken AC that's on all rooms at the clinic. Then we have a huge work that is being done on the outside in terms of fencing, fence link, chain link. We have gate, metal gate, a metal gate being placed at the entrance of the health center. Then we have a water problem that was identified at the medical station, in that when rain falls, the residents there coming into the yard, it is very uncomfortable for them having to put their foot within the mud, and it's become very saggy. We have the dressing room that is being done, removal of the old furniture and equipment there, and installation of new equipment. The kitchenette also, we have the kitchenette, remove and replace doors, demolish the cupboards at the kitchenette. So we have a new cupboards, new facility at the kitchenette. Then we have the doctor's room. The doctor have new cupboards, new shelves, new cabinets, and the ambiance there is very encouraging. The outpatient toilet have also been refurbished. We remove and replace face basins, and we have installed new toilet facilities.
PS Jeremiah hopes services can be resumed by the end of January. In the meantime, patients and visitors have been seeking medical attention at the Woburn and Bellevue medical stations.
The main mission now for primary healthcare is to have access of the healthcare center, the health centers and medical station, so that the citizens can have better access to the services that is needed for the clinics that is being provided. We are hoping by end of next week that the contractor can hand over the keys to the Ministry of Infrastructure, so that we can prepare the necessary equipment and furniture to refurbish that is there to have the residents come in and utilize the facilities.
She explained that the proposal for the construction of seating accommodations outside the facility has been submitted to the Ministry of Infrastructure Development for review. Over $60,000 has already been spent to complete work that was not initially listed as part of the project.
We notice that sometimes patients come early for healthcare and they have to wait outside, but I've been in discussion with the engineer and works, and maybe the possibility of having a nice veranda to the front of the building can accommodate some of the patients when they come early before the clinic actually starts. They can have some seating arrangements there so that they can wait and ensure that they, when the nurses start the clinic, they can come in, and that again will help them from waiting outside in the open.
Moving along, work will soon start on the restoration of Fort George under the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Regional Tourism Project. The World Bank-funded US $6 million project was approved in 2017. It is aligned with government's transformative agenda toward the development of a sustainable economy. On Friday, government ministers turned the sod to signal the commencement of the work to complete the project before the conclusion of the World Bank financial cycle. The Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation will supervise the project. Minister Andy Williams said the restoration project is another step towards increasing Grenada's project implementation rate.
My government heard your cries and moved swiftly to address your concerns by allowing MIT to lead the initiative, while working collaboratively with the Ministry of Tourism and other line ministries. As a government, we remain committed to improving our implementation of projects, hence the early start in 2023 of this project. Locals and visitors would therefore be exposed to improved facilities and an enriched tourism project.
Tourism Minister Honorable Lennox Andrews is optimistic that the rich history associated with Fort George will be preserved and serve as a pilot for the restoration of other historic sites throughout the island. This move augurs well for Grenada's tourism product.
As we rehabilitate this place, the history would be reflected in that rehabilitation. But more than that, the rehabilitation of this place would serve as a model, as an example, as a pilot for other historical sites that we have in Grenada. It will bring out the ideas of how we should go about restoring historical sites so as to ensure that the architectural design and that whatever history that place is famous for is restored and maintained.
Parliamentary representative for the town of St. George, Honorable Peter David, who for years has called for the restoration of the fort, highlighted the significance of the project. He commended the government on its move to continue the project.
We appreciate the many people who continue to work to ensure the successful completion of the project. I see former Minister of Tourism, Dr. Clarence Modeste. I see the Minister of Implementation. I see my good friend, the Minister of Tourism, Lennox Andrews, other ministers of government, the technical persons, my brother Robinson in the Ministry of Tourism, the World Bank representatives, and others who made today possible. We have always advocated improving our various sites around the town as tourist attractions. The Tricentennial Park, just a few meters away, the cruise ship terminal, the market square, all sites that mean a lot to our tourism industry. I look forward to working with you in this and other projects that will enhance the town of St. George.
The project will be done by contractors Kishana Limited and Sunrise Construction Company. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs continues to closely monitor the unfolding situation in China as it relates to the recent surge in COVID-19 cases. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles told the Government Information Service, GIS, that Grenada is making local preparations while keeping abreast of assessments that are being carried out at the international level. On Thursday, January 5th, 2023, Dr. Charles participated in a high-level virtual meeting with officials from the World Health Organization to discuss the recent surge and other COVID-19 related matters. The chief medical officer expressed deep concern, however, about fake reports that have been shared via social media purporting that a new strain of the coronavirus for COVID-19 variant, Omicron XBB, which is 5 times more contagious than the Delta variant, is present in Grenada. Dr. Charles strongly warned against sharing false information that can harm the perception of Grenada's current status and create unnecessary fear amongst the population. This is highly irresponsible behavior, and the public is asked to report and condemn all attempts to spread fake news which can lead to unnecessary panic at this time, Dr. Charles advised. The Ministry of Health recommends and reminds the public to only trust news from credible sources, such as the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs via the Government Information Service GIS, the Caribbean Public Health Agency CARPHA, and the Pan American Health Organization PAHO. This is a national report. The news will continue after the break.
My name is Travon Lead, and I'm a fisherman of Guam, St. John's. Well, I've been fishing for about 7 years, since I was about 16, and my father is a fisherman, and I grew up in that. I love to fish, and that helps to feed the community of Guam. Some of the challenges I faced before, I had a smaller boat and I used to row and fish. But now that I'm a successful applicant, I'm going to use the funds to buy a bigger boat and an engine, and that's going to benefit me and my family and to help others. It's a yes for sis.
Welcome back. Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Honorable Andy Williams, continues to engage members of the productive sector as government formulates ways to generate more revenue for the economy. He met with local beekeepers on Thursday. This follows a recent cabinet meeting where discussions were held on finding healthy alternatives to sugar. Minister Williams explained that hearing the concerns of the local beekeepers can steer the government in the right direction. He spoke of government's intention to increase the VAT on carbonated beverages, soft drinks, sodas, and drinks with added sugar from 15 to 20% effective February 1st, 2023.
But then the cost of honey is expensive compared to sugar, right? As a sweetener, you know? So immediately the thought was, how can we, number one, make honey more affordable, right? Number one. And one of the ways we can do it is through the law of demand and supply. If we assist in terms of increasing the supply, if we assist in terms of helping reduce your cost of production, right? Now, those are ways that we can help to bring down the cost of honey. Because I think that, you know, and number three is that we have to start advertising.
Minister Williams calls for collaboration and gave the commitment to the beekeepers for further engagement to improve the industry.
So you can expect soon some contact from us again, right? We will go, we'll have discussion with agriculture and so on. You know, we will really see what we can do to assist and help. No, I am, watch me, I am really happy. I am happy that we had this meeting here today. I'm really happy because I can see that we are onto something. And as the gentleman say, if our honey is world class, first class, we should not take it for granted. We have to learn to come together. When we come together, we can form like cooperatives and so, and benefit from it. Right? We may think by staying by ourselves, we benefited more. Whereas we could be benefiting less. So we have to learn to come together. And I think that this is what we have to do. And if we do that, the sky can be the limit.
And finally, in the news, Carriacou and Petit Martinique will soon come alive with activities as the National Celebrations Committee prepares to commemorate Grenada's 49th anniversary of independence. The celebrations will begin with a church service and culminate with parish celebrations in Hillsborough and Petit Martinique. Committee Representative Deanna Isaac outlined the calendar of events for the island under the theme, The Journey to 50, reflecting on the past, planning for the future.
The first activity for Carriacou and Pitimatnik will be the church service in Carriacou, which will be held at Christ the King Anglican Church on January 22nd at 3 p.m. Following the church service on the 22nd, we have what is called a cultural evening at the Botanical Gardens. We have already contacted a backing band who will also provide entertainment for us. We have contacted a number of cultural groups on Carriacou. We'll have the Big Drum. We'll have a group over from Pitimatnik. We'll have a number of Calypsonians as well. We have what is called our awards and cocktail evening at the Casada Bay on the 28th. That will be at 7 o'clock. At that event, we will be having 12 awards. We'll be distributing 12 awards. Already we have a notice out on the radio station and on our media, social media pages, so persons can select. We at the committee level will not be doing the selection. We ask persons to suggest names to us and then the selection will be made. We'll be going over to Pitimatnik, as I said earlier, for our church service at the Pitimatnik Roman Catholic Church on the 29th at 9:30 a.m.
Isaac said for the first time a tennis competition will be held as part of events for independence.
We do have a number of sporting activities that will involve the primary and secondary schools in Carriacou and Pitimatnik. Our senior coach, Sebastian Steele, is a member of the committee and he is totally responsible for executing those sporting programs. Tennis is a force for us. It has started in Carriacou in a big way over the last 4 years by Mr. Mario Blaze. And we want to ensure that the tennis players also feel a part of what we are doing.
And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Friday, January 6th, 2023. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry-Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Well, thank you very much, Sherry-Ann and the rest of the GIS News team. We now take a look at the weather as submitted by the Met Office. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be generally fair, slightly hazy and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief early morning showers. Max temperature, well, the minimum temperature for tonight, in fact, is 25 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. And the seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A marine advisory is in effect. So let's take a look at the weather for Saturday. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy, hazy and windy, with some light to moderate, brief to widely scattered showers improving during the evening. Maximum temperature 29.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 25. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 16 to 26 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 8 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A marine advisory will be in effect for that as well. And taking a look at Sunday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy, slightly hazy and breezy with few brief to widely scattered showers. Max temperature 29.5 degrees Celsius for Sunday, minimum 25. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 8 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. And again, a marine advisory will be in effect for Sunday. And let's stretch it out a bit. Let's go to Monday. We can tell you that the weather for Monday is projected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, slightly hazy and breezy, with few brief to widely scattered showers improving during the evening. Max temperature 30 degrees Celsius and a minimum 25. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough, waves 5 to 7 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. And again, a marine advisory will be in effect for Monday. Okay, so we want to say hello to the folks who are currently on YouTube, like Suzanne and Glenora, and I mean everyone who's there. I know that we have gone beyond the time that we were projecting to be on for tonight, so we're going to expedite things a bit. We want to say hello to those of you on Facebook, like Michelle and Bermuda, Java, and the sharing committee. Hello to you guys. We also have with us Kireen and Ansha and Bermuda, Jacinta. Who else is there? Donna, Dillian. How are you, Dillian? Hazel, Bernadette. Who else is with us? Hazel Ann. We just have a thing for attracting people with similar and same names, huh? All right. Who else is with us tonight? Okay, let's see. Ansha, you there? Delaris? Yes, Ansha there. Eunice, Patty. I said Ezra, right? Angel. I said Delaris as well. Yeah, blessings to you as well, Ezra. So everybody take care of yourselves. We hope to be back with you on Monday, God's willing. Be good to yourself, be good to your family, and of course, have a good time. Yeah, let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we all say, Ansha, Ansha. Well, let me give you a joke now before I go now, Ansha. I have my son. Everybody's name is Susie. Every female's name is Susie. And Ansha, not Ansha, but Ansha, something like that, is for everybody else. So when he wants to refer to a stranger, he says Ansha. I don't know where he got that from. I'm sorry, I don't know. Hey, hey, Bravan, blessings to you as well. Everybody in the house tonight, and I see that. Yeah, Ansha, I don't know, it's Ansha. But you're Ansha. So I don't know if it's Ansha, he's saying Ansha, but he's referring to men or every man as Ansha once you're a stranger. Alright? So just thought I would share for what it's worth. Michelle, how are ya? Josephine. Yes, Margaret. Yeah, I see we have a full house tonight, boy. Yeah, boy. So make sure all the share the business, okay? So anyway, I'll take care, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys Monday again. Okay, guys? Take care. God bless you.
Yeah.